Hey guys, this is Jeremy from Bull Bear Vector, and in this video I want to show you how to use the Tasty Trade platform. Right, we use this platform to trade our stocks, options, future bonds, and even forex, and it's mainly to do with the US market. Right, so how do we use this platform? First of all, you need to download the platform from tastytrade.com and even open an account with them. And once you have downloaded from their website, you'll be able to use this platform as you wish. So as you can see on the top left hand corner, there's this dashboard, and this is the recent symbols that you can use to find your stock that you are researching on. Say for example, you are looking for Tesla, right? And you see the latest price of Tesla will be there, and so forth. So next you can see a watch list, and you might want to create a watch list for yourself. You can always click on the settings and go under the list function to create your new list. So you can add a new list here. You can always name it whatever you want. Put it as new, for example, and add a symbol, Tesla example. And that is where we have to wait for it to be searched. And I add Tesla to new, and the new watch list is being created. So that is as easy as it is. Right, so this is to create a watch list, and I can go to new. And there you go, my Tesla is out, and I can add more symbols if I want. Apple, Amazon, many other things that you can want to add in terms of the ticker that you are researching on, right? So this is the watch list that you can use, right? And then coming to the top panel over here, you can see you can put on whatever ticker code from the US market, right? The IV rank, last size, change, bid and ask. Bid is where you want to sell something, you want to sell Tesla stock, or ask is you want to buy the Tesla stock, right? So you just click on it, you will directly go to the trade, right, and ask you to buy 100 stock, or you can sell 100 stock here, right, at the price that is stated here at between 155 to 160. So they give you a range, and you can always choose the middle price, right, by moving to the mid over here like that, right, and change it to the limit order today. And you can change it to, do you want to trade today, or GTC stands for good till cancel, right, or good till date, right, or even the extension, right? So I usually use day because the price change almost every day, and I want to get the best price for that day itself, right? So you can review and send, and you just have to go through, right, that the delta, right, the max profit is infinite because you might hold for 20 years and you do not know where Tesla will go, right? Your max loss is the amount of money you are intending to trade, right? So if you are buying at $157, yeah, your max loss is $157 per share, right, which is 100 shares in this case is 15,700, right? And then there is almost like no commission to pay, right, and the fees is about 0.08 only, so it's very affordable, right? And that is where your only 7,912 estimated buying power will be used to do this stock itself, right? So once you are happy, you can always send the order, and then you'll go to the activities, right, where you are waiting for the US market to open and somebody to fill your order, right? So that is how you get your Tesla trade on Tasty Trades by just getting some stocks on hand, right? And that is Tesla, right? So I just have to clear the order, right, to continue with my navigation. And you can see over here you can have your accounts, you can set your accounts, your net liquidation, your cash, and so forth. They are all there for you to view, right? So it's like your own personal money that you put into Tasty Trade, right, as an account, right? And then you can use that money to trade. And then you have your positions here, right? As you can see, positions here, you have stocks, options, future, bonds working. So I have my stocks, I have my options, I have my futures, bonds. You just need to click on them, and you'll be able to see all your positions, right, working, close, P&L, right? So these are all the tabs that you would like to use to monitor your trades, right, as in when you are making money. So say for example, I sell a put option over here, as you can see, Tesla, right, the last price for this option trade, right, the trade price, the market price, and P&L open. P&L open meaning the day that you open till now, I make about $120, and then the P&L day, which is the day before, right? The trading hours, there's a negative loss of 387, right? And according to my profit and loss in terms of, since it's open percentage, I made about 5.5%, right? I can wait to 20%, 50%, or 100%, right, until maturity, and I'll be able to get my full premium, which is 2177 over here, right? And then this is where you can set your settings to know when is the dividend and when is the earnings by going to the settings here, right? Under the accounts, right, position, you can set something similar like me, right? Looking at the quote price, trade price, market price, P&L open, P&L day, P&L open change, dividend date, earnings date, capital requirement, right? And I don't really need to use the rest. So this is where you can do your settings, right? To understand what kind of items in columns that you need to monitor your positions, right? The next one will be the trade tab, and this is the trade tab where you can do your options here, right? So if you are option trader, this is the place to go, right? So you can see these are all the option chain, and if you open a position option chain, you'll see a dot over here, right? So this is a monthly, where you don't see the W here, right? It's a monthly option trade. If you see a W, it's a weekly trade, right? So you can open this trade weekly because the volume is very high, right? There are some tickles that you trade with very little volume, then you only see like a few dates only, which is the monthly ones. Yeah, you don't see the weekly ones. I give you an example. If I change this to BIM, right, then you'll see that it's only monthly, right? If I go back to Tesla, you'll see the weeklies are there, right? And if you want to do options itself, right, you can always go to the strategy on the top here, right? But first of all, I'll click a date. Say for example, I want to do a 25 days option trade itself, right? And I have the calls on the left side, the puts on the right. And if I want to do a short call vertical, which is a bear call spread, I just click go, and immediately they'll help me to do a sell call and a buy call, right? And that is my vertical, right? If you want to try out any other strategies, Tasty Trade is fantastic in a way. They give you a very simple navigation, very simple step-by-step in terms of what you want to do. Maybe you want to do a short put options, means one single sell put option. You'll be able to get this as well. And in 25 days, you'll be able to receive sell $120 USD as premium, right? And there you go, right? Doing one sell put option, right? So this is where we do all our strategies over here to do our option trading, right? For the strikes, I'll prefer to do all. I like to see all the different strikes available, right? Normally you probably would by default maybe 6 or 10, but I like to choose all, right? So this is where I put my option trades, how I want to navigate them, right? You can even click on analysis, right, to understand more about your trades, as well read up the news on the right hand. So you can see there's this button over here, right? This button will show you the overview of the market itself, right? And also the analysis, the activity, right? The Tasty Life, if you are interested to read the videos, watch the videos from Tasty Trade themselves. You can read up the news here, the order chain, the alerts. Sorry, you can set some alerts, right? If you are waiting for the price to hit $160, you can always change to 160, right? And last price, which is I probably want to look at less than $160, and then create my alert. So I have my alert here. So if Tesla price hit below $160, it will alert me, right, to allow me to come back into the platform to make a decision whether I want to buy or sell. And last but not least, you can always look at your watch list here to see what kind of list that you want to use to monitor. So you have the one on the left side and you have the one on the right side, and that is where you are able to navigate and see what other kind of settings do you want to do, right? So say for example, I want to see the earnings date and a dividend date for Tesla, right? And it will appear here, and because there's a limited space here, you have to click the button to see when is the earnings and the dividend date over here on this panel. Right, so this is the right panel here. Okay, so now let me go back to the trade mode. I prefer to use table. Right, there are curve, active, grid, crypto, so you can even do crypto here, and currency pairs. I'm not going to use all this. I'm just going to share with you how I trade stocks and options here at this point of time. So probably the next video I might do a more advanced navigation, but this video is meant to be basic for you to understand how to use it to trade stocks and options, right? And then next you can go to activities. These are the activities that are being working, field, cancel, or others. You just need to click on them, right, to see which one you want to use, right? So those, they are working order. I still have one working order here, right? Field orders, I have many field orders, so and so forth, right? All can be found on activity. Next, you can click on research news again, right? Because there is a firewall here, so I won't be able to show you. So it shouldn't look like that. It should be some kind of news from Tasty Trade, right? Next, I can look at my watch list again, right, with all the different columns. I can look at the what we call this, the Tasty Trade Live, right? And Tasty Live over here. If you want to watch their videos, you can look at the charts. Right, so this is the charts where you can use your technical analysis to learn and understand when is the better price to enter and exit. And you can even go into more charts, right, to identify opportunities for long-term, short-term. Sometimes you might look at 1 year, 1 day. Sometimes you might want to look at 1 day, 1 minute, right? So you can switch between how many columns you like and how many rows you like. And then these are all the transaction histories that you might have year to date, what you have done in terms of your history, right? And you can always backtrack what you have in terms of your trades. And then we also have follow. If you like to follow certain gurus or certain traders, you can always follow them and see what they are trading, right? So that is how you identify opportunities from different traders from Tasty Trade themselves. And last but not least, you have your question. If you're not sure what to do with Tasty Trade, right, you can always click on that, right? So this is how I navigate the platform, right, to enter my positions, to monitor my positions, and to trade my positions here. And I'll be able to use this platform effectively. All right, so this is the end of the first navigation of Tasty Trade. If you like it, please please follow us, and we are happy to share with you more information. And thank you, and I will see you on the next video.